Stop letting toxic people destroy your peace. You are making one crucial mistake that Marcus Aurelius warned us about almost 2,000 years ago. A Roman emperor faced backstabbing senators, poisonous relatives, and manipulators who smiled to his face while plotting his downfall. What he learned about toxic people will change how you deal with them forever. You know that person in your life, right? The one who twists your words, makes you question your reality, leaves you emotionally exhausted after every interaction. Marcus Aurelius dealt with worse, and by the end of this video, I'm going to reveal the one Stoic principle he used that completely neutralizes their power over you. But first, you need to understand why everything you've been doing until now has been making it worse. Let me guess what you've tried. You've set boundaries. They trampled them. You've tried being nice. They saw weakness. You've confronted them. Suddenly, you're the problem, right? You've even tried ignoring them, but they found new ways to get under your skin. Here's why it's not working. You're fighting them on their battlefield. You're playing their game. And toxic people? They've been perfecting this game their entire lives. But Marcus Aurelius? He was playing an entirely different game. Picture this. Rome, 170 AD. Marcus Aurelius is surrounded by people who make today's toxic co-workers look like amateurs. His co-emperor, Lucius Verus, unreliable, possibly plotting. His wife, Faustina, rumored to be unfaithful, causing public scandal. Senators who smiled during the day and schemed at night. Military commanders who cared more about glory than soldiers' lives. Now flash forward to today. You're dealing with the gaslighting boss who takes credit for your work. The family member who plays victim while making you the villain. The partner who says they love you while slowly eroding your self-worth. The ally who posts supportive comments online but spreads rumors behind your back. Different era, same poison. But here's what's fascinating, and here's where I need you to really pay attention because this changes everything. Marcus wrote in his personal journal, which we now call Meditations, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." But wait. Before you think this is just another control what you can control cliché, let me show you how dark and brilliant this actually gets. Toxic people operate on one fundamental principle. They need your reaction. Your anger feeds them. Your defense validates them. Your pain gives them power. They're emotional vampires, and your reaction is the blood they feed on. Marcus Aurelius understood something that modern psychology only confirmed 1,800 years later. The toxic person isn't your real enemy. Your need for them to change is. Now, I know what you're thinking, but this sounds like I'm just supposed to take abuse and do nothing. No, that's not what I'm saying, and that's not what Marcus did either. See, Marcus didn't tolerate toxic behavior. He just stopped giving it emotional real estate in his mind. There's a massive difference between accepting abuse and refusing to let it control your inner peace. He wrote, "When you wake up in the morning, tell yourself, the people I deal with today will be meddling, ungrateful, arrogant, dishonest, jealous, and surly." Read that again. He's not being pessimistic, he's being prepared. He's removing the element of surprise. When you expect nothing from toxic people, they lose their greatest weapon, disappointment. But here's where it gets deeper. Here's the technique I promised you at the beginning, the one that changes everything. Marcus Aurelius didn't just manage toxic people. He used them as spiritual training equipment. Listen to this quote. "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." That toxic person, they're not blocking your growth, they're providing it. Every manipulation attempt is a chance to practice non-reaction. Every guilt trip is a chance to reinforce your boundaries. Every dramatic scene is a repetition in the gym of your character. And now for something that's going to sound absolutely crazy. The toxic people in your life aren't actually interested in you at all. Think about it. Marcus realized this about his enemies. They cannot touch your mind. They cannot touch your inner citadel unless you let them in. Toxic people are so consumed with their own pain, their own insecurity, their own need for control, that you're just a prop in their internal drama. You're not dealing with evil. You're dealing with suffering that has learned to inflict itself on others. This doesn't excuse their behavior, but it completely transforms how you respond to it.
When you understand that their toxicity has nothing to do with you, that you could be literally anyone and they'd still act this way, their words lose their sting. Their manipulation becomes transparent. Their drama becomes almost boring. So here's exactly what Marcus would tell you to do, translated for 2024. First, create emotional distance without creating physical distance. Marcus wrote, "Reject your sense of injury and the injury itself disappears." This means stay in the room. Keep your face neutral, but inside, you're watching them like a scientist observes a specimen. Curious, but detached. Second, respond to toxicity with systematic indifference. When they attack, imagine you're Marcus on his throne, listening to yet another senator's complaint. Acknowledge it. Don't defend. Don't explain. Just, "I understand you feel that way," or "That's an interesting perspective." No emotion, no reaction, just polite acknowledgement. It's like trying to fight someone who won't put up their fists. Third, use this principle that's pure genius. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. They want drama? Give them calm. They want you angry? Give them a slight smile. They want you broken? Show up stronger every single day. Not to prove anything to them, but to prove everything to yourself. But what if I can't leave? What if it's my parent, my boss, my spouse? Marcus couldn't leave either. He was the emperor. Divorce wasn't really an option. He couldn't fire his generals during a war. He couldn't disown his own family. So he mastered the art of being physically present, but spiritually untouchable. He wrote, "Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth." That toxic person's version of you, that's their opinion, their story, their perspective. It has nothing to do with who you actually are. Let them have their story. You don't need to be in it. Here's what happens when you actually apply this. The toxic person keeps trying their usual tactics, but now nothing lands. They escalate. You stay calm. They guilt trip. You smile and maintain your boundary. They try to make you the villain. You let them, without defending, without explaining. And something strange happens. They either back off completely because you're no longer fun to mess with, or they reveal themselves so clearly that everyone else finally sees what you've been dealing with. Either way, you win. Not because you fought them, but because you stopped letting them into your inner citadel. Marcus Aurelius spent nights on frozen battlefields, days dealing with plague, years managing an empire filled with treachery. Yet he wrote, "You always own the option of having no opinion. Things you can't control are not asking to be judged by you. Leave them alone." The moral lesson isn't that toxic people don't exist. It's that they only have the power you give them. Every Roman emperor before Marcus tried to control, punish, or eliminate their toxic enemies. Most ended up poisoned, betrayed, or driven mad. Marcus chose differently. He focused on his inner fortress, and he died peacefully, remembered as one of the greatest leaders in history. Your toxic person will move on to their next victim. They'll create new drama. They'll continue their patterns. But you'll be free. Not because they changed, but because you stopped needing them to. That's how you outsmart toxic people, not by beating them at their game, but by refusing to play. If this video helped you, subscribe for more Stoic wisdom that actually works in the real world. And remember Marcus's final lesson. Waste no more time arguing about what a good person should be. Be one.